Right, so I'll just introduce this one quite quickly. It's Lot A. You've all got this in the separate brochure, so that's what we're offering. It's on behalf of the Foyle Foundation, and we're offering this with our wonderful joint auctioneers, George Eckert, and I won't identify Miss X, but thank you very much for all the help and assistance we get, and loyalty, which is what I think business is made up from. We got the freehold of 3 unbroken residential lots. There's 54 flats, there's 25 garages. You'll see the reference in the addendum to the availability of up to 8 weeks completion if you request it by a certain date. I'm not going through all the tenancies, but you see there's 3 vacant, 12 regulated. And we've dealt with all the questions that we've had to. It was interesting that when it was let in 1937, a flat was £75 per annum. It's now increased by about 150 times since then. But I was looking something up that I like to, when I have a memorable lot, I couldn't find an anagram of Gwalior, because Gloria was the maximum letters you could make without the W. But what I did find, that Gwalior is named after a city in India. And probably a lot of you, you're going to go home tonight and say, you know what, this crazy auctioneer said that the Romans didn't have a certain number. Well, the Romans didn't have a certain number. They never had the number 0. But the first recorded place of 0 in the world is inscribed in a temple in Gwalior. So now you've all learnt something that you're going to bore people to death with in the future. But that was what I found, and you can ask me about the 0. So, it's Lot A, the freehold. Where would anyone like to start me off with £8 million? 8 million I have on my right, at £8 million. Anyone now like to give me £9 million? 9 million is gentleman sitting down on my left. Anyone now for 10 million? £9,200,000. At £9,200,000. Anyone for 10 million or 9.5 million? At £9,200,000 is on my right. 9,200,000. You all finished at 9 million too? Because I will. 9,500,000, gentleman nearest. Traditionally, it's the nearest person gets the bid if they're both the same. So it's 9,500,000, 9,600,000 on my left. £9,800,000. 10 million on the phone. At £10 million on the telephone. At £10 million. Any advance on £10 million? Another 100,000. I got £10 million. 100,000 on my left, sitting down, is 10,100,000. Pardon? 10,200,000 pounds. 10,200,000 pounds. At 10,200,000 pounds, bids on the right standing. For the first time at 10, I saw first. Another 50, sir? 1. So that's 10,300,000 pounds standing up by the pier. 10,300,000 pounds. 10,300,000 is there. Another 100? 10,400,000 I've seen there. At 10,400,000 pounds. 10,450,000 pounds. Mr. D on the right at 10,450,000. 10,500,000 pounds sitting on the left. At 10,500,000 pounds. 10,500,000. Another 50,000 pounds. So that's 10,500,000 £10,550,000 in the fifth row. So identify where the bid's from. 10,550,000 is there. Another 50 anywhere? 10,000,006 standing at 10,600,000. £11 million on the left at £11 million. Soon be near my figure. At £11 million right on the left. The bid's there at 11. Any increase? For the first time at £11 million and £50,000. So don't use decimals. It's £11,050,000. 11,100,000 on the phone. 11.5 million. So that's £11,500,000 sitting on the left. That's 11,500,000 on the left for the first time. And 50? £11,550,000 standing. 11.6? £11,750,000 on the left. For the first time at 11,750,000 and 12 million pounds standing on the right. £12,500,000 sitting in the left, on my left, at £12,500,000. At £12,500,000 once, 12 million new bidder at the front row, £12,600,000 in the front row at 12,600,000. At 12,600,000 for the first time, £12,750,000. 12,800,000 in the front row. 12,900,000 on my left. £13 million is in the front row. 13,500,000 pounds is on my left. 13,600,000 in the front row. 13,750,000 pounds is in my left, in the fifth row on my left. So that's 13,750, fifth row. For the first time at 13,750,000. For the second time at 13,750,000. For the third and last time at £13,750,000. Your bids are sold.